This video will demonstrate how to install the Digilock software on your computer and program keycards. First, double-click my computer icon. Then inside, create a new folder and label it Digilock space MF1. When you're done creating the folder, go back to my computer and click on the CD-ROM. Double-click the MF1 software icon to begin the install. At the welcome screen, click on Next. Now click on Change. From the list, select My Computer, then the C drive, and then select the folder that you created earlier. Once you select it, click OK, and then click Next to proceed. You should now see a Digilock icon on the desktop. Double-click it to open the program. The default code is 0. The password will remain blank. Then click OK. Now you must activate the software. Place your special card on the encoder and click on the card question mark button at the bottom. This will bring up the hotel setting menu. Here you can set a password for level A, B, and C access. Level A has the most authority and most functions. You can also input the information for the hotel name and the start card number. In addition, you can create a new operator for people who will be using the software. Click the operator button to make one. Here you can see the default code and default name that we use to log in. Click on the Add button to create a new operator. Fill in the information as needed, a new password and username. Then from the A and B menus, select which task you want them to have. Keep in mind that level A has the most authority and most access to more functions. Checkmark all the functions you want this user to have and then click on Save. You should now be able to see the new operator. Click Add to add another operator and follow the same procedure. You can now see that there are 3 operators added. Click Exit. If you are done, click OK to finish the hotel settings. Make sure to remove your special card and place it somewhere safe. Click Exit and now try to log in with the new operator. Enter the new code and the password you created. Click OK and then it will take you to the main menu. You'll see a different name at the bottom. We will now go over adding rooms. Click on level B, enter the password if you have one, and then OK. Next, click on Room Define. In this menu, you will be able to add rooms, floors, and buildings. Click the Add Room button to add rooms to this floor. You can also add another floor, and then add rooms to that one if needed. You will notice that this is building 1. You can add buildings up to 99. Click on the Add Building button to add a building. You can add rooms and floors to the following buildings using the same procedure. You can also change the room type. If you go to Room Info, click on the list, and then you can rename it to a different room. In the same manner, you can also change the charge amount for that room. When you're done, you may click on Save. You should now be able to see all the rooms that you have added. You can also switch floors and buildings. Click on the Building button to switch. Then from the drop-down menu, select the one you want. We will now go over creating a time card. Place a new card on the encoder and select Level B. Enter your password and then click on Time Card. It is important to check that the date and time are correct, as this card will be used to program the lock. The time should also be about 5 minutes ahead to give you time to walk physically to the lock. When you are done, click on Issue. It should say Write Card OK. We will now create a room setting card. This card is used to tell the lock what room it belongs to. Place a blank card in your encoder and go to level B, then select Room Define. Now in this menu, select the room for the lock you want to program. Under Room Setting, click on Issue. If it is successful, you'll see a window pop up showing the room number. Follow the same steps to program other door locks. You will need to create one room setting card for each door lock that you program. Now we will program the lock. You'll need your reset card, time card, and room setting card. First swipe your reset card. You'll hear a beep and a green light. Then swipe your time card, and finally swipe your room setting card. And the lock should now be programmed to the room that you set it to. We will now go over creating a new guest card. In the main window, double click on a room, for example 101. You will see a menu pop up. Here you can put the name of the guest, their address if needed, the check-in and check-out times, or any additional information that you may want to include. When you are done, place a blank card on the encoder and hit Issue. You will see Write Card OK. We will now go over how to check out a guest card. To check out this customer card, select Room and then check out from the bottom menu. You will now see a menu with the information that you input earlier. Right here you can select on Checkout All, then go ahead and click on Checkout. Once done, you'll see a window stating that the process was completed. You will notice that that room number has turned to gray from blue, just like the other rooms that are not checked in. If the card is lost, you can also check that room out without the original card. Simply go back to that room, create a new one, click Issue, and then repeat the checkout process with the card you just created. And once again, the room should turn back to gray, just like the other empty rooms. We will now go over creating a general manager card and a guard card. For this, you will need to go to level A. Enter your password if you created any. Click OK. You'll see the guard card and the general manager card. Both the guard card and GM card follow similar steps to create. The menus look very similar. Now click on GM card. For this example, we'll type in the name Tom. Underneath that, you'll see a valid time. For this example, we're going to use the end of the year, which will be December 31st at midnight. Now place a blank card on the encoder and click Issue. You will see Write Card OK. To create a guard card, follow the same steps with the new blank card. Both cards can open all the locks, however the guard card can open the lock when the deadbolt is engaged. We will now go over creating a building card, floor card, waiter card, or a cleaner card. This will follow similar steps, however you can select specific floors or buildings. You can also choose a valid date or hourly time frame. Now go to level A and enter your password. From the options given, click on building card. In this menu, you will enter the cardholder's name. Place a new empty card on your encoder. Under that, you'll see building. You can click the building number and click add, and you'll see the buildings added to the list. Do the same for the following. Keep in mind you can only add 6 buildings to one card. Underneath the add button, you can select a valid time frame. When you're done, place a blank card in the encoder and click on issue. You'll see write card OK. Next, we will create a floor card. Click on level B. Then click on floor card. The steps and menu are very similar to the building card. Here you can add the card holder's name, also the building and the floor you want them to have access to. Add the building, then the floor, and click add. Underneath that, you'll see a valid time. Go ahead and select a time that you want this card to be valid until. For the effective time, enter a time frame for daily use. In this example, we're going to put 0800 to 1700. That means that this card will work daily from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Make sure you have a blank card on your encoder and click issue. Now click on cancel to exit the floor card menu. Now we'll go over creating a record card. This card is to retrieve the last 200 open records of a specified lock. Place the record card that came along with your encoder and go to level B. Enter your password and then click OK. Both the record pick and record card are on the same menu. With your record card on the encoder, click on record pick. Then it will say write card OK. You can use this card to retrieve the last 200 records of one lock. Place it in front of the card reader, wait for the light, and then one beep, then remove the card and place it on your encoder. Now click on record card, and it will display the last 200 records on a grid. Here you can see the time, the date, and the type of card that was used. You can also click and select a time frame, then click OK to filter out your results. When you're done, you click on cancel to exit the list. Then click on exit to leave level B. Now we'll go over creating a limit card. A limit card can limit access of a GM, guard card, floor card, or a building card. However, it cannot limit access to a guest card. This is to be used in the case that a card is lost. The steps to create a limit card are very similar to other cards. Place a card on the encoder, then click on level B. Enter your password and enter OK. On the top right of the menu, click Limit Card. This will bring up a list of cards that you've created. It will show the card number, the type, the name of the person it was issued to, and the date. In this example, we will limit Tom's GM card. Click on the name of the card, and then on the right side, double-click on Remark. The software will now ask you if you are sure you want to limit this card. If so, click on Yes. Then it will say Write Card OK. If you do not see the name of the person whose card you want to limit, you can select Issue Date and then select a date range. Once the card is found, follow the same steps to issue this new limit card. When you're done creating your limit card, you must swipe this card in front of every single lock to limit that specified card. It is also important to know that once a card is limited, you cannot create a second limit card for the same user that already has been limited. Now we'll go over creating a limit all card. This is to be used in the case that a guest loses their card. The limit all card cannot limit the GM, guard, floor, or building cards. It is specifically designed for guests. To create a limit all card, go to level A, enter your password, then click OK. In the level A menu, you will see the option to create a limit all card. Place a blank card in the encoder and click limit all card. You will see write card OK. Now take your limit all card and swipe it in front of the lock to be limited. This will limit all the cards created before the limit all card was made. If the guest requires a new guest card, select the room you want to create one for and issue a new one out. Then check the card out. Select check out all, then reissue a new guest card. We will now create a reset card. This card is supplied along with the software. In the case that it is lost, a new card can be created. Select level A, enter the password, then OK, and then select reset card. A reset card is needed every time you program a lock. Place a blank card on your encoder, then the software will prompt you to enter your reset card number. This number is written on your special card. It is 6 digits long. For example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the letter must be capital. The reset card number is case sensitive, so ensure any letters you type are in capital. Then click OK when you're done. You will see write card OK, and your reset card is done. Now you may exit the level A menu. Please store this card along with your special card, your time card, and your room setting card, as they will be needed to program a lock once again. We will now go over creating a villa card. This is for when a card is required to open up to 6 locks. Place a blank card on the encoder once again, and then go to level B. Enter your password, and then click OK. Select Villa Card from the bottom left. Then you will see a Villa Card menu. Here you can enter the cardholder name and the specified room numbers. Enter the room numbers in a 4-digit format, for example 0103. Then click Add. Do the same for the following for up to 6 rooms. The Villa Card will not identify buildings, only room numbers. If you attempt to add a building, you will receive an error. If you have multiple buildings with the same room numbers, this Villa card will also open those. So if you have more than one building, label them accordingly, as not to repeat numbers. For example, if you have 2 rooms 102 in separate buildings, this Villa card will have access to both. When you're done adding the rooms, you can select the valid time frame, then click Issue. You will see Write Card OK when completed. When you're done, click on Cancel, then exit to return to the main menu. We will now go over creating an entrance lock for a common area. All the valid cards which have been issued can access this lock. This means that all guest cards and building cards will have access to the lock. Now click on level B, enter your password, and then click OK. Place a room setting card on the encoder. Select Room Define. Then from the list, select the door you want to change to an entrance. Under Room Type, click on Normal Door. A drop-down menu will appear. From the drop-down menu that appears, you have four options. Select Entrance. You will notice that it has changed to Entrance. Now click Save, then double-click Issue. From the pop-up window, click OK. This card will be used to reprogram the lock for which you want to change. Remove the card from the encoder and then click Save. And select Time Card. Make sure that the time is up to date and set it 5 minutes forward. Then click Issue. Now you will be able to reprogram the lock. First, use a reset card, then the time card, and then your new room setting card. This lock should now be an entrance and common door area lock. All valid cards should be able to access it. Now we'll go over the issue card record. This allows you to see all the cards that have been issued in detail. To access this function, first go to level A, then enter your password, and click OK. Now click on Issue Record. This will display a list of all the records for the cards that have been issued. You can also select a date range. Enter the dates and then click OK. The software will pull the records. When you are done reviewing the records, you can click Exit and then go back to the main window. Now we'll go over a login record. This shows which operators and at what time access the software. For this, go to level A, enter your password, and then click OK. In the level A menu, bottom left, select Login Record. This will bring up a list of login records for the operators. For example, user 000 logged in on August 12th at 3:04 p.m. You can also select a date range to filter out the results. Select a beginning and end, then click OK. When you are done, you may click Cancel to exit, then exit to go back to the main menu. If you will be using two or more computers to create cards at the same time, or you need troubleshooting help, please refer to the user manual on the CD. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact us at info@lockchoice.com. Thank you.